my toes like a ballerina. She tryna sell.
area that you were focusing when you first started blogging? Because it's different type of blogging. You got conspiracy bloggers, you got bloggers that only cover media, like celebrities. You got that people that just do rappers, local rappers. So did you have your mindset on a certain topic, or did it like did you start like finding out different things as you started blogging? Did you have one thing you would set on when you first started blogging? Did you?
I was set on basically talking about, you know what I'm saying, what I'm inspired by, like things that come up that I got going on when it comes to
Hmm.
I'll be with the guys, be like, yeah, bro, y'all heard about what happened with Jay-Z and Kanye West? They like, man, damn, I ain't hear that shit. Damn, how you be knowing all that shit, bro? You feel me? And you get paid for that? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it down and try to get paid for it. Since it's already something that I do anyway. Like I'm gonna check the news, see what's going on with this particular artist, and you know what I'm saying, people that's inside the culture, because I'm in the culture. So I want to get the updates. So it was just natural to me when I got into it. So it wasn't no Pacific lane to go in. It was more so like I'm gonna do what inspired me, like what comes to me every day that I watch. I'm gonna put that out to my people.
So I know you are from Chicago. So um, was there any kind of like stuff you didn't want to cover by you being from Chicago? And a lot of bloggers in Chicago, they kind of watch what they post just because a lot of people don't want to end up, getting into the mix of no drama or nothing. So are you the type of blogger who you was post selective about what you posted on your blog, or did you just post with like everything in the beginning when you first started blogging?
No, I always been conscious on what I post. So, it ain't just the backlash of like, you getting a strike from YouTube or, things that happens digitally. A lot of things that you put out, what I'm saying, it can cause problems in the streets, whether it's with you or the people that's involved. You know what I'm saying? So I always been conscious with that, no matter what region I was covering at that time. Like I ain't covered the Bay Area, Went from the Bay to down south, covering the East Coast. Then I went to Chicago, started covering Chicago. But by then I got like shit, damn near the whole United States. I'm tapped in every region. You feel me?
Okay, that's good. So, Big Chuck, what were your early influences? Like, what made you like? Who were some of the bloggers that you kind of idolized and looked up to in the beginning? Like when you first started blogging, where do you still look up to at this moment?
Like a Sway in the mornings, Sway, even Charlemagne, you know, I used to watch guys like Sinful to P, you know, just different people that's covering different topics and how their opinion, no matter if it was agreeing with what was out there, they kept it real to themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I need to add that to what I got going on. So when I do my interviews, you will see similarities from all them people.
So, so when you heard about Zach TV, he was one of the biggest bloggers coming out of Chicago at the time. Were you kind of like seeing what he did and was kind of like inspired by that? Did you feel like that was somebody you could have worked with in the future? Or as like when it comes to blogging and stuff like that, did you ever reach out to him for any advice about starting how to, blog and stuff like that and cover media?
Yeah, it was an unfortunate situation that took place where, he lost his life. And, it's a lot of rumors on the internet, and of course I don't know what's going on. So, I speak on the rumors like how, interviewing different sides. And, a lot of people didn't like that. So I don't know if that's what went on, the reason that he lost his life. But I know Zach TV, he was a good dude. Like before I was even in the blogging and shit, I actually hit him up. I used to hit him up all the time. I watch his shit. I'd like hit him up on Facebook. Yo, bro, hey, when you interview so and so next, you should ask him this question. This shit, wow, bro. Everybody want to know. You feel me? Everybody want to know. And you know, he'll ask him the question. And sometimes even get back with me, be like, yeah, bro, you see, like, did you watch it? I asked him because you asked me that. That was a good question, bro. Everybody in the comments. So, by the time I got into blogging, I didn't, Zach TV was already dead. You feel me?
Okay, so do you feel like if Zach TV was still around, he would be bigger than academics right now? Do you feel like he would be like one of the top bloggers right now that's above like, the Say Cheeses and the academics and the Adam 22 no jumpers? Do you think he could have been as big as them people? Or do you feel like
Academics was around the same time as him. You know what I'm saying? He definitely could have been, just as big as academics, as well as Say Cheese. Say Cheese came around when Zach TV academics was already doing that scene. You know what I mean? It was blowing up. But Say Cheese, he kept it going. Shit, now he one of the major platforms when it comes to the culture. Shout out Say Cheese, but definitely would have been up there, if not bigger, but would have been up there with them guys. Like right now, people ain't questioning if it Say Cheese is bigger than academics, or if academics bigger than Say Cheese. Is more so like, yeah, you go to Say Cheese, go check that out. Go to academics, go check that out. Go to World Star, go check that out. You feel me?
that's a fact?
Go to Death of the Cloud
So
Chaser and go check that out.
do you feel like it's kind of risky for bloggers to pull up to different hoods and interview some of these rappers that do have like a lot of ops? Do you feel like a lot of people put themselves in harm's way by pulling up to certain areas to blog? And it may not seem like, to the viewers that nothing may happen, but sometimes pulling up to, rappers location and then something might happen, they might put it on the bloggers and say, well, you was the person that knew my location, so it got to be on you. Do you feel like it's kind of risky by them pulling up people's location? Do you feel like every blogger should have a set location where the rappers can pull up to and get an interview? Do you feel like they should keep pulling up to people's hoods and pulling up on the block and doing interviews like that? I feel like it's unsafe, me personally, but how do you feel about it? Because it's been a report of different bloggers pulling up the hoods and getting pressed out. So how do you feel about it?
Well, if you pop up in somebody's neighborhood, you definitely gonna have a situation. Now, if you reach out, it's gonna be something different. But yeah, that's part of document. You know what I'm saying? Documenting what's going on, like when it comes to the culture. It ain't necessarily like, oh yeah, these guys out here trapping or these guys out here, murdering people. It ain't really so much about that. It's just like, okay, this the era, this the time. They actually over here and they telling their story. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to how they got out. Shit, they used to be over here every day. They used to hang out right there. They used to sit there on that stoop. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. That shit is definitely necessary because that's what's being sold to companies like Netflix. So he might not be the greatest rapper, but his story so raw, they gonna put him on Netflix. You feel me? Now that shit going crazy on Netflix. So yeah, that's a part of the game. I definitely think that more people should probably get into that. We definitely gonna get into that. We're gonna be doing some documentaries, some like Vice. You know what I'm saying? Vice, they ain't got their money off the culture doing that. So if these guys want to add that to their campaign, shit, why not? So I think it's great.
Do you get pushback from controversial questions you might ask somebody? Like, let's say you ask I know you do a lot of interviews or whatever. Do you ever get pushback when you try to ask these hard questions to some of the people you interview?
Yeah, absolutely. Like sometimes you're gonna get a little pushback when people ask you questions. And when I ask them questions, they might ask me a question. But I'm gonna answer them and then I'm gonna go ahead and come back with my question. I don't have to, because when you antagonize a person doing an interview, that can definitely be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now your interview it's gonna go different. But if you can ask that person the similar question maybe a different way, maybe they can understand it a little better. You ain't coming on no malice, they'll answer it. And that's what I do. A lot of times they'll answer it.
And do you kind of feel like bloggers these days are responsible for a lot of beef that's going on right now between some of the rappers? Do you feel like some bloggers should have more integrity with they post? Like, let's say for if a rapper posts something about another rapper, but they may not see it until the blog posted. Do you feel like sometimes bloggers are the cause of a lot of beef that happens in the rap industry? Do you feel that way? How do you feel about it? Because I know you cover a lot of that stuff too as well.
Yeah, I definitely think that some things can get escalated because of a blog post and how viral that post is. Like, a lot of times we like to say, yeah, we viral, 50,000, 100,000, maybe even 200. But when you're talking about overall, it's 10 million views on a particular situation that happened in somebody's neighborhood. Believe me, everybody in their neighborhood probably seen it. And it can cause problems. You know what I'm saying? So definitely they adding to that. But that's what I said, early in this interview when you asked me about going into this situation, and I spoke on how, going into this, I knew it's certain things that you don't want to post because you don't want to cause harm to yourself or to the individuals that's involved. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely levels to this, but the people that I used to watch and how I got inspired, showed me that you can still go around these things. You just got to be conscious of that though, because imagine a person you doing an interview with or somebody you speaking on, on a blog post, a news post, and now they get indicted and then they trying to use your video for that. You feel me? That's something different, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, Big Chuck, do you ever feel like you pressure to try to keep up with like the academic type of bloggers and the say cheeses? Do you ever feel like a lot of pressure is on you just because like, a lot of people run to these bigger blogs to promote their music and to get interviews? Do you ever feel like you're under pressure by some of the bigger bloggers sometimes? Now, if that's an offensive question, I'm not saying you're not big. I'm just saying, how people put them on a
Yeah.
pedestal a little bit.
I'll say like Not necessarily. Like when it comes to major artists, maybe, but it's a few record labels that, send me information about these particular artists and what they got going on. So we already build a rapport, and them things will foresee itself in the future. When everything, the timing is right, the setup is right, things like that. So, when it comes to like me reaching out to people and my team reaching out to people, a lot of times it be responsive, it be good, because a lot of times we go with what's going on in the culture. So if this person got an interview, it's probably some other big interview, and they reflecting off of what they said about them. You know what I mean? So just keeping the moving components going. So it really don't be no issue.
You ever received backlash from a rapper about something you posted? Have they ever hit you up like, "Hey, can you take this down? Like, I don't like the way you portraying my image." Have somebody ever hit you up like on some like angry shit, ready to like, take your whole shit down just because you posted something that they didn't agree with? Or as like rapper, it could be a rapper, anybody. I know you cover all
Right.
sides of media.
I give you a situation recently, probably with Fredo Bang. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something going on with Fredo Bang. I won't speak on, but it was something going on, and he showed up on it from his YouTube page in the comments addressing the video. And I just seen it. I said it in the video. Maybe he didn't know this particular individual was there at this bowling alley, and that's what he expressed in the comments. So you get stuff like that, and I ain't had some situations where we was doing some paperwork with a guy by the name of Tay 600, and you know it was some fake paperwork, but I wasn't so savvy at the news media just yet. It was a learning experience, and that particular paperwork, it didn't search back to nothing, but somebody had made it up when you read it. So of course we took that down, but it just be different situations. That's just naming a couple of them, but it definitely, people will see that they manager hit you up. They might hit you up. You know, some of it being on a good level, good vibes. Then some of it be bad shit. But what I do, you got to know what come with it. You know what I'm saying? That's type of shit gonna come with it.
So when I'm gonna fast forward to, you are a big, content creator on Clubhouse. You definitely have helped a lot of people on Clubhouse start their YouTube careers and, help them start their own club. So what made you join Clubhouse? Like who brought you to Clubhouse originally?
One of my boys from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I met him on YouTube. We used to do some podcasts together. Like he'll come up, show love, interact with the audience. And I'm like, we should do some podcasts and this shit. And he was telling me about Clubhouse one year, and that's Baby Main. And he basically telling me, like, man, bro, come on Clubhouse, bro. Let's take over Clubhouse. And I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Let's see what's up. So he sent me an invite, back in 2021. And I was like, damn, this shit, I don't get it. It's like when I go on here, I'm listening. Next thing you know, maybe a celebrity get into it with another celebrity, then people will start coming off their mic like, that's my cousin. You ain't finna talk to him. Like, yo, they must gay this shit to celebrities and cousins or something. I'm out of here. But then I was like, one day we was doing a live, shout out Swervo, TB, Gang Gang, and shit like that. We pretty much we was on live, and I'm like, yo, let's go to Clubhouse and see what's going on. And we all came on Clubhouse to figure it out and shit. We built that for the Cloud Chaser on Clubhouse. Instantly, like it took me a minute to start opening up rooms because my people was getting different information from different sides, so we could figure out the climate, what was going on. And that's why we was able to hit them with a bang, man.
So other bloggers use different platforms like Instagram, Twitch, TikTok to post content. Do you feel Clubhouse could be on the same level because as those other platforms?
It could be on the same level, like maybe one day, but I'm not sure at this moment, not at all. In fact, yeah, that's about a fact. No, not at all. Not right now. It's definitely a social experience. Utilizing apps, talking on the audio app. They had things similar, but a lot of people keep coming back to this app. And it's something got to be there to keep people coming back. So maybe they can fix some things. Far as like with the doxing, with the whole situation of people trying to steal people businesses, business ideas. Just culture vultures. Maybe if we can run these folks off the app, you know, it'd be cool. You did.
So, do you feel like Clubhouse has hurt your blogging, or do you feel like it has helped it a lot? Like, do you feel like you accomplished everything you wanted to accomplish while you've been on this app? That
Yeah,
you've been on this app.
yeah, absolutely. Like we ain't had situations where we had to defend ourselves when it comes to the image behind that for the cloud chaser. But for the most part, what I came on here to do is network, build relationships, and that's what I did. We got some things going on in 2023 that's going to shock a lot of people, and a lot of them relationships might have not been built on Clubhouse, but this individual been watching me for a while, and they ran into me on Clubhouse. Now we able to exchange information, and have something going on in the future, and it definitely set up for networking though. We got a lot of networking stuff going on. Different people we ain't met, from moderators, team members to shit, the people that like the people that's the audience who ain't maybe subscribed to the channel or joined the club. You feel me? So it's dope.
So recently, 21 Savage, he made the blog for basically spazzing out on somebody from his area. And I know you had a similar situation, and I noticed that during your situation, you handled it a little bit different. So I just wanted to know what made you handle your situation differently. Like you could have spazzed out, started naming names. What made you just kind of like take a step back, and like just reevaluate everything instead of just spazzing? Like, did you have somebody in your ear trying to motivate you to just leave that shit alone, or did you already know like this is something that you ain't trying to be a part of?
More so like I do. I'm a little bit more experienced. You feel me? Because I am a blogger. I'm a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Media personality. So the thing is, me having that experience, I ain't seen that with hundreds of individuals. You feel me? They did it that way, this way. Oh damn! I seen the outcome. So of course, but just like where I'm particularly from, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really with the pictures, the internet, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And of course, when they saying names and me knowing one of my first saved rooms in the club, a death for the cloud chaser, is my son right. These gangsters are pretending to be gangster, but they working with the feds. And that's what really be going on. We ain't seen since then where, it was a case that went down, a guy went federal, they was running some type of scheme, and the guy told them guys that he was on Clubhouse with. And them Clubhouse guys was involved. You feel me? So you definitely don't want to put not only yourself in harm's way, but why would you put people that you love in harm's way to prove a point to some people that you don't even fucking know? It don't make sense to me.
So when you first got on Clubhouse, did you and that I don't want to bring this person name up, but did you and that person have a relationship before you got on Clubhouse, or did y'all relationship develop on Clubhouse? Was it somebody that you were like? Did he ever reach out to you about your blog? Yeah, I don't want to say his name, but
Are you talking about bald head?
Yeah.
Are you talking about bald head? The
Yeah.
the whack nigga. Yeah, him. Shit, basically, I didn't know him. I definitely covered him, rather. You know what I'm saying? Like when he had the situation with the white boys in the parking lot, and he had the back and forth. Shit, I posted that. My video was probably like the top 3 that got the most views. It was probably like about 300,000-400,000 or something like that. And so we definitely knew about Whack 100, as well as I interviewed people from, that era of Suge Knight, like Big Stretch. You know what I'm saying? Lil Stretch banging on wax, you know what I'm saying, his brother. But so I had knew a lot of that story when it comes to Suge Knight. And, you know, I ran across him on Clubhouse, Trolls Nation. I'm doing some shit with Eastern District. That's Corey King. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping him build his club up. You know, while I'm still trying to figure it out before I open up rooms in Death for the Cloud Chaser. And Trolls Nation came in up. You know, this dude named Junior, like, man, I know you from YouTube. Hey, bro, we got Whack 100 coming in tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If you could come up there and ask some questions, that shit'd be dope. You can stream it on your YouTube too, bro. Get that footage of you asking them. Like, I bet, man. Sound like a great idea. That's what I did. That was my introduction to Whack 100. I went on the stage. They brought him into the Trolls Nation for the first time. And he ended up, you know, I asked him the question like, man, it's an OG from New York named Corey King. He said he got 20,000. He the same, around the same age as you. And he said he'll beat your ass. Do you accept? Then he was like, no, man, Corey King, no, we ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna fight Corey King. You know, that was that though. That was the first introduction though.
And do you feel like that relationship did kind of help you build your blogging like up a little bit more than where you already was at before you got on the app? Did you feel like having that relationship with him kind of pushed you a little bit more up, like in the blogging area? Because I know people be like, "Oh, you got to bring the numbers. You got to bring the numbers." So when he used to come to your room, did you see a fluctuation in your numbers on YouTube, or was it like kind of like this? I can't say that word, so y'all don't be laughing at me. But did you kind of see a change in your YouTube numbers by him coming to your faces and you recording him on YouTube and stuff, as far as like the content you were running your room? Because I know you did a room with MeMe 600.
Yeah.
That was the first videos I heard about you when you did the MeMe 600 room, and that was a big ass deal too. It was all over the internet.
Yeah.
So do you feel like
it was it was a lot of rooms? Like I had been viral like several times at that point. You know what I'm saying? Probably like shit over a couple of dozen times at that point. You know, but when it came to him coming to, you know, give his input on certain situations that was going on in social media, see, that was the birth of like the Clubhouse bloggers. You know what I'm saying? The people doing all the reposting. So what they would do is take the audio from them particular rooms that I was doing and put it on their platforms, and the shits would get millions of views across all platforms. You know, meaning that, you know, Joe Blow, Jeezy Miyake, the other dude, you know what I'm saying? They King Ho, they all, you know what I'm saying, uploading this footage. They might got 20,000, 100,000, 10,000, you know, plus everybody else. So what end up happening is people got more familiar though with Big Chuck, Death for the Cloud Chaser, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I didn't see like no heavy rise into what I had going on. It was already going on before I ran across them, you know, like I didn't post a lot of audios from the rooms. Like people that been following this club, Death for the Cloud Chase on Clubhouse or on YouTube. Y'all know I don't really post. I post the interview portions of when we on Clubhouse mainly. Or if it's something that's definitely going viral, we might put that up. So, you know, I didn't really post it to even benefit. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what's up. So now that you had that experience, like, what would you do anything differently about, you know, working with that individual? Would have been anything, you know, different?
No, I wouldn't have did nothing different. Like what happened, what happened, you know. I think I handled it well. You know, these people, they do a lot of different things to try to knock a person off their square and shit. What dude and done, he, you know what I'm saying, he was there for months. It was like he was trying to be like my co-host, but I ain't want to be my co-host type shit. You feel me? And he learned a lot of shit from me. And he took that over to 100 EBT and they did their thing. You feel me? And they still doing their thing. So, you know, that can sometimes be inspiring. Like, damn, individuals inspired by you, they take your whole get down. You know what I'm saying? How can you make it better? So, you know, I wouldn't change nothing.
Do you feel sometimes underappreciated because you have helped a lot of people? Do you feel like you don't get the, you know, the credit you deserve with a lot of stuff? Like, especially if you've been from Chicago, it's already hard enough being from Chicago. Do you feel like you get the flowers you deserve because you are, a big name, whether people want to, give you your flowers or not? But I want to know, do you feel like you get enough credit by helping people and, what I'm saying, your numbers on YouTube, your numbers on Clubhouse, and just in general?
Um, yeah, I definitely get my flowers, and you know what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, we like 27 million public views that you people can see is millions of videos, like millions of views that's on videos that's on private that people can't see. But we got 27 million views public, over 85,000 subscribers on YouTube, and a lot of people, like I was in a book last year, like they put me in a book. Like a lot of people know the story of Paid in Full. You know what I'm saying? One of the guys that Cameron played Alpo, one of the guys who, he was there, documenting this whole process with dude, how they even came up with that movie. They put me in the book, so it's stuff like that, shout out Troy Reed, but it's stuff like that like I can't I definitely get my flowers. You feel me? Like who
And
would
when you
think
heard
that
that
you
you
a
was in the book
blogger and you gonna
picture,
end up in a book?
yeah.
Like that shit sounds crazy.
When you first heard the news you was in the book, what was your first reaction? Like, what is the first thing you said or did when you found out you was in somebody's book? Like, that's a big move though, for real, for being a blogger.
Yeah, like my boy Ghost, man. Salute Ghost, man. He had hit me up. He was basically like, man, bro, you in Troy Reed book, bro. Look at this. This shit is crazy, bro. See, keep grinding, bro. Woo, woo. I'm like, all right, bro, this shit. I look. First, I text him back, never. Then he send me the shit. I'm like, bro, hell no, that's crazy to me, bro. I wonder how did I get in there? Cause I got over 200 interviews. I interview all type of walks of life, people from the East Coast, West Coast, South, from gangsters to celebrities to you know leaders of their community, just different people. And for that, I was shocked though. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, a book. And my wife, she ended up purchasing the book for me, so I got the book. And I open up and see that for the cloud chasing.
That's what's up. Salute to Troy Reed. If y'all haven't got that, y'all go get that. I don't know if it's on. Is it on Amazon,
Yeah,
Chuck?
it's on Amazon.
All right, plug that in. Plug that in. It's on Amazon. So, what does being a content creator mean to you? I see a lot of people on Clubhouse and different apps saying that they're content creators, but what does being a true content creator mean to you?
Um, Being non-biased, you know what I'm saying? Because in order to create content, you need that component. I don't care what people do or what they say. Like people ain't gonna watch it. So you will have dope ass interview with Jay-Z, but you so biased on the interview, it ain't gonna go as viral as it need to go because you was biased. This half of the audience thinks this way. But when you non-biased, you give room and opportunity for other people to chime in. So that becomes content. That's when you become a content creator, and it can reach everyone. You feel me? So, I definitely take the content creator approach, and I definitely be inspired by other content creators, man. Shout out you, Mimi.
Appreciate you, Big Chuck. I definitely am inspired by you. You inspire me every day and push me to, keep doing what I'm doing. And I definitely appreciate you. Do you see yourself doing any movies in the future or a documentary about your life? I know you said that you had something to work, so I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely got a documentary coming out, just like the whole Get Down, because I'm gonna have a book come out with it. It's gonna be basically from when I was born to 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy ending, you know what I'm saying? But this is my real life. And that's gonna be the first, you know what I'm saying, chapter. And we gonna get that done. It's probably gonna be several different books, you know, that'll come out in regards to my life. But that first joint gonna be 0 to 20, and we gonna do the documentary, the book, and all that, man.
So, you know, like 6, 7 months ago that was trying to, say that you wasn't from where you was from or whatever. What do you got to say to the people who was trying to say, oh, you ain't from this area, you ain't from that area because you didn't want to name certain individuals? Do you have anything you want to clear up on that?
Not so much. Like I said earlier, like at the end of the day, why would I put my loved ones in harm to prove something to somebody that's on the internet that I don't know? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, I don't know about y'all, but I look at that as being a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sucker free, you feel me? Stuff for the clout chaser.
Straight up.
Did that kind of like when all that was going on in the midst of everything, did you kind of feel like you was kind of by yourself in a situation and like you kind of feel like a lot of people went against you at the time? Did you kind of feel like I know you got a strong team, shout out to Go, Jens and stuff like that, but did you feel at that time like everybody was just kind of against you, or did you feel like you wasn't really bothered by it because you know who you truly are?
Yeah, I definitely wasn't bothered by it because, immediately after that conversation, you know what I'm saying, there definitely was some phone calls being made behind the scenes. And I ended with that. But for the most part, like I just tell people just wait for the documentary to come out. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see where I'm from. We'll have some people speak on all that. And as well as you know what I'm saying, you can see where I got into. So, you know what I'm saying, just stay tuned, man. It's definitely the Cloud Chaser.
That's a fact. If y'all have any questions y'all want to ask Big Chuck, y'all can feel free to just keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? He was grateful enough to give me his time tonight. I do got one more question because I want to keep it going on too long. What are some things you got coming up for 2023? What do we got? What we got for it looking for Death for the Couch Station, your Death for the Couch Station family? I know Jiz, Cricky, and Nisha, she in here. She said, "Those, do you have any plans? For 2023, big plans?"
Yeah, absolutely. Like we're gonna be putting out, like we said before, I said before how, a lot of individuals was able to make their YouTube, build their platforms off of content that came out of Death of the Cloud Chaser. I might necessarily wanted to put it up on our platforms, but we got a few mods that got platforms and want to build them. So we'll have a lot of that content curated all throughout them platforms. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see a lot of different people that's on our team, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be going into they content creator space. And we behind them 100%. As things come on my table, I'm definitely gonna extend that to the team. You feel me? And we got some shit going on when it comes to visuals, more visuals, where we gonna probably be going viral. Like by the end of the year, we're gonna be going viral week and week out there, on great content, different interviews that's gonna affect the culture, different relationships we ain't built thus far. It's definitely time to get on the road, go to these different cities, run up on these different artists, you know, some of them gangsters from different neighborhoods, you know what I mean? And just get that exclusive content that the culture needs, just putting that imprint down. And we got some podcast situations coming out, maybe second to third quarter, a couple of shows, maybe even be on TV, man, on some real shit. So, blessings, man. Blessings to everybody that's involved, that's on the team, that show love and come in day and day, keeping their head high, ready to go. Shit.
I do got 3 questions for you that people ask me. Who is your favorite? Who are some of your favorite YouTubers that you watch?
I like CJ on 32s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out CJ on 32s. I watch a little bit of this dude, Chris Barnes. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the guys. He be talking his shit. I met him when he first started doing the podcast, and then just seeing different levels of him is crazy. So y'all gotta check him out. Big Ant, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Ant, you know what I'm saying? Poetic Flacco, he'll tell you some of the first times that he was even pushing being a media personality, a content creator. He was on definitely the Cloud Chaser platform, and he definitely showed love. We got some things that be going on in 2023 with No Jumper and him, so shout out him. Hip hop trends. My boy Ian came a long way, so I definitely stay in tune with him. Like, well, he jumped in that media bag, He just like me, shit. We don't really know what's going on, but we know what we like, and that's what we gonna talk about. So shout out that, man. And you know, it's a lot of different people, man. Math Hoffa, Dr. Cha Cha, you know what I'm saying? Hocus 4/5, Scheme Team since 2000. Um, shit, it's just tons of people, man. Say Cheese, Vlad TV, shit. A lot of these people, man. I watch them all because I have to be in tune with what's going on. Shout out ODM
What's
Slim.
what's your most memorable interview you done so far? Like who did you interview that you wouldn't mind interviewing again?
Um, shit, everybody, to be honest with you, everybody I would definitely want to interview again. You know, I got a lot of dope interviews off of audio alone, hundreds of thousands of views off of interview that's just audio and no visual. A lot of times that'd be unheard of, but we ain't done it and putting a visual behind it. So I definitely want to interview,
Right.
go back through my catalog and what I'm saying, lace it up with the visuals and shit. That's gonna take it to the next level.
And what advice do you have to anyone that's thinking about becoming a blogger? Do you have any advice you want to put or a YouTuber
Yeah,
or just
just keep doing
information?
it. Just keep doing it. Like if you can keep doing it, if you can put that process in your head to keep doing it, like okay, well, shit, even if you decide you're gonna drop 7 videos a week, long as you keep doing seven videos a week, boom, keep doing it. If you decide you want to drop one a week for a month, keep doing that for a month. So whatever schedule you put together for yourself, what I'm saying, go ahead and do it. Don't be so tricked out by, oh, you need this, you need that. Oh man, you just need your phone and shit. Get that shit going and start making posts. Whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, you know what I'm saying? Like Snapchat, all these platforms are big, and Twitter, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Try to find a platform where you can probably do everything at one time and they stream on all platforms. You know what I mean? Like right now, we streaming on Twitter, 4 YouTubes, Twitch, all that shit. You feel me? So plus Clubhouse, you know what I mean? So just find out different ways you can do that. Make it simple for yourself.
That was some. Hey, we in here dropping gems, so I know it's a couple people in here that's trying to get into the YouTube, like Nisha and stuff like that. So I don't know if you wanted to ask the question, Nisha, before we wrap this up. Nisha or anybody in the room, we had a question for Chuck, Dr. Cha Cha. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. But yeah, this was dope. I appreciate you, Chuck, once again. Ghost, I don't know if you had wanted to ask him anything. Or let's see who in here, Mr. California, P100. Trap House. Y'all got any questions I can seriously ask them before we end it off? All right. Well, that concludes.
No, I got one, MeMe.
Okay.
Bro, you got any like the clothing sites, any brands that you got like that? You got a website we can get a hold to, like for your clothes, your sweaters, anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. If you go to Google and you type "Death for the Cloud Chaser" merch on your Google browser, you know what I'm saying? It's a few different websites to pop up where you can buy merch. It's a couple of different websites for the reason of its sizes vary. It's a lot of more larger sizes on one website than the other. So, but just go through them websites and see what things you like, and show some love, man. I appreciate that though. Salute. We definitely got some shit to keep you warm. We got some shit that might go with your J's. So salute, man. Like put in Death for the Cloud Chaser merch on your Google browser, Google that, Yahoo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The links will pop up.
Salute.
Yeah, I heard what he said. Go get that. And while y'all at it, make sure y'all add that book on Amazon. They got Big Chuck name in it. Hello? So I'm going to.
Hello, you're going to end? I'm sorry.
You can go ahead.
So, I think you deal with controversy very well. What are some of the things that you do privately to keep your head focused on the game when you're dealing with probably like some drama, whether it's via Clubhouse or like maybe you getting some type of backlash because you covered the story. So what are the things that you do privately to keep your head in the game and separate the personal from the professional?
Uh, More so like for the most part, you know what I'm saying, family. The reason I do it is because of my family. You know what I'm saying, to help provide. You know, this definitely a source of income. And you know, looking at my kids' face, my wife, you know, my mother, my brother, my sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of stuff that I be inspired by. So, you know, a lot of that shit
The
gonna come with
intangible.
it. But at the end of the day, like when, okay, my mother just got carjacked and, you know what I'm saying, her key gonna cost her $1,000 or some shit to replace or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the case may be. Hey, man, go get you another car, go do this. He go 5,000. You feel me? Like when you could do things like that. So that keep me grounded. It's just like don't let these folks trick you out of your position. You know what I'm saying? You doing it to help provide another lane for what you got going on. And you know, blogging definitely can be lucrative. You know, it can be something that you can make a lot of money from, you know, and you don't want these people to just trick you off of no because of no emotions and shit because they emotionally tied to it. That don't mean you got to be emotionally tied to it. And you know, my solution to the people that's out there that's probably wondering, like, okay, how do you get through that? It's called emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You got to start testing yourself, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Different situations around home, see how you react, change the way you react. So then when you do encounter things on social media, maybe you're going to react differently. You know what I mean? It's easy.
That was dope, Chuck. That was, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely want to handle my stuff the way you handle it. Because, like, I don't care what's going on. You really don't ever really break a sweat. I ain't never heard you plug in your big mic. I ain't never heard you really go crazy. And I be wanting that kind of patience in me sometimes. Like, damn, I wish I could let shit go. But I definitely like the way you do carry yourself when it comes to controversy. Because I ain't gonna lie, you deal with a lot of stuff on this app. You got like seven trolls that literally come on here just to troll you, and you literally don't be phased by it. And I be like, what the hell? Do he meditate or something? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, I definitely meditate. And you know, that's the same thing with YouTube. So it's like you saying 7 over here. It's probably 20 on YouTube. Like they making videos about me. They saying different things. Like it's a lot, but shit, I know what come with it. So, you know, I got different goals, different things I want to do. Plans on, you know what I'm saying, like really making a team strong, like where everybody getting it in. So you know, I don't think they did that just yet with podcasting. You know what I'm saying? They did it with, you know, the music industry. But shit, just imagine podcasting. You got like, you know, you got a bunch of people that's lit, all under one umbrella, all working together. I think they do it in the comedians. The comedians do it. Social influencers, they do it. They'll go in, pack in the house, 10 of them, and make content all day. So, you know, we just doing it with the podcast, man. Just trying to show a different level and make history.
Another question before we wrap this up. I'm gonna reset real quick. Y'all are in the Lemonade scene. We got this live interview with top vlogger Vic Tuck, founder of Death for the Cloud Chaser TV. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube, follow them on Instagram, Twitch. Like, what else we got? We got Clubhouse, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us on all social media platforms. Also, the Lemonade Stand will be coming out with an Instagram very soon. Just wait on it. I got my 2 cents in here. Y'all haven't already followed my 2 cents on TikTok, other platforms. We got Pure Dope No Cuts. Make sure y'all follow Pure Dope No Cuts. She's not here right now, but she's here in spirit. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Pure Dope No Cuts. And also, we got Money Train LLC here. Make sure y'all go follow them on Instagram. I just want to shout out everybody that pulled up to the room today. Before we end, Chuck, we on Clubhouse. So the people want to know, who are your top Clubhouse YouTubers that you watch? And you just chilling and you like, let me see what's going on the app today. Let me tap in. Who you be listening to?
Man, it's been a list of them for sure, but like I'm gonna go with right now. Like right now, if I'm looking to find out what's going on when it comes to Clubhouse, it's definitely gonna be Pure Dope, No Cuts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Nene. I like what she doing. You know, she got a lot of different things. It ain't just one format, focusing on one area when it comes to that. And you know, it's YouTubers like that too. Like I said, like I rock, like on YouTube, I'm checking out Big Ant. You know what I'm saying? Big Ant. He going urban politicians. He gonna have stuff from the South, from New York, West Coast. Same thing with Duff for the Cloud Chaser. So you know what I'm saying? Them the type of people that inspire me. So I'm definitely checking out Pure Dope, No Cuts.
That's a bit. Shout out to Perry Dope. No cut, no re-rocks on that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead in this room. I'm glad everybody pulled up to support this interview. It was dope. I was nervous, y'all. But I made it happen. So I'm gonna end this room. Chuck, you wanna play the song before you end it?
Which one do you wanted to play?
Too shiesty, you know that.